Hey, it's Tasha with Encompass All LLC. Thank you for joining me again. I did a tarot pull here on the collective or anybody that feels resignation. I see a lot on the spread that there's a lot of growth and change, but it's going to take some self will and action, some of it. So let's dive right into it, okay? All right. So first card is Get Curious. See how this scroll, it almost has something around it, like it has to be this taken off and opened up. Maybe some of you have left some of your hopes and dreams and your excitements kind of locked away, and it's time to open those up. And as you open some of the things that you have closed over the years or haven't been diving in towards, some more things about yourself that's beautiful and resilient and hopeful and exciting can open up and start to show you more to be thankful and grateful for about yourself and growing. The next card is So Much Life in You. I pulled this yesterday. So much life in you, and I love to see the chalice and all this growth around this chalice, and we're just nesting around it. So much happening around it, so much life stirring around it. And to me, the chalice represents you. It's so full of life and wine or water, or however you want to see that metaphor. And they're just wanting to be around you. I see a lot of people wanting to be around you. The next card I pulled, it is a sorrowful card, but it's really important to take time to heal your wounds. This one is called Fall Apart, is what it says up here, Fall Apart. And this one, every time I've pulled it for myself or anybody, it's really, do you have a safe place to fall apart, to melt, to be yourself, to show the pain without feeling like you have to mask it and be brave all the time. So, hold on. Make sure you are being a safe place for yourself to fall apart. Like, allow yourself to feel your pain and grieve it and to process it and release it in healthy ways. And not submerge yourself in grief and pain and guilt of some of the choices maybe you made, some of the pain that maybe you were involved in, and people that you kept around that maybe weren't best for you, and some of the decisions. Give yourself forgiveness and grace and allow yourself to purge, whether that's through tears, fasting, exercise, meditation, all the above. Yeah. So then the other one that I pulled, which is next, is Activate the Void. I absolutely love this one. And when you have processed this, and even while you're processing this, you're opening and activating the void. Your heart space is becoming so activated and open, and it's processing so much. And there is so much about you that's amazing and fantastic. And especially once we remove guilt and shame and hurt, like there's so much expansiveness that just opens up in your heart, so much activation, so many downloads for those of you that are spiritual. All right, the next card is Sharp and Shadows, and this is the obsidian stone. You can't see it there because it's blurry, but the obsidian stone there, it is absolutely a very powerful card, which helps with locked energies and traumatic memories and relationships. When I see this card, I often feel and resonate with cutting off toxic thought patterns, toxic relationships, putting maybe those relationships, maybe you don't have to cut them off, but you have to put them where they belong. But you have to cut it off to the point where you're able to be yourself in your most resilient state. Because you don't want to keep like heavy boulders on your shoulders and you're trying to walk through life and you're just trudging. And if you would just let some of those things go, some of those bondages, you cut them off. Just cut them off. Whatever that means for you, And in the same time that you're cutting them off, you're sending love to yourself, and you're sending yourself forgiveness and healing and grace, and just knowing that it's time. And when you let things go, new seeds come that are able to grow. Okay, they root down deep in that soil, new soil, and they grow up. Okay, so sometimes you got to let things go so new things grow. Okay, what you sow is what you grow. So you don't want to keep sowing the same thing if it's toxic, if it's not good for you, if it's not productive for you, if it's not you anymore. And that's okay. If something was for you for a long time and then it's not okay, and it's not you anymore, it's okay. You have to let yourself just breathe, release, let it go. And this is find your way home. So some of these things right here you cut off so you can find your way home. And what I hear is return to yourself, your greatest, highest self. And I don't even mean like a self that you've been before. Okay? I'm not even saying a self that you've been before. I'm saying the highest self that you are right now. Your purest form of who you are right now. Not who people expect you to be, not who your work expects you to be, but your genuine, most beautiful, precious self with your goals, your mindset, the way you do things, and your style. That's what I'm saying. Find your way home. Find your way home to your love, because your love is freaking radiant and beautiful. And this is the last tarot card I pulled. And it is Rhodonite, and it says heal your heartbeat. Really, this read is all about healing your heartbeat so that you can be so much more resilient, you, and more expansive. And this bird is such freedom. Freedom in your own love. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. When I see this card, even when I pull it for myself, because I do pull it often, I have had heck of a life with a really broken heart many times. So I'm in the process of healing my own heart and my own memory. So this read isn't me coming from a place of not understanding firsthand. I really do. But I picture you put your hand on your heart and you say, I love you. I forgive you. I'm going to try to learn to be there for you and honor you and not ignore my conscience, whatever it is for you to say. I would do that. And then the oracle that I pull is music. Some of you have the gift of music, and if you would pull the growth and the love from your own self, from your own will, and your own well, you have such a great artistic ability that you'll break into. But that's the finish of the reading. So break off what you need to break off from your life, heal, give yourself a safe place to fall apart, and find your way home to you. Heal your heartbeat. Blessings, guys. Thanks for joining me.